What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we have Bitcoin setting at $67,100. We have the stock markets putting in new all-time highs, and financials are leading the way. So today I wanted to discuss where is money rotating into some of the sectors, as well as some ETFs if you want to get some exposure to Bitcoin, but don't want to go through the trouble of setting up a wallet and actually buying the physical Bitcoin, as well as some other altcoins that are getting ready to move higher. I've got some great investment entry points as well as some trades. All right, guys, let's get started. You know what to do. Be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And let's go. All right, guys. So I wanted to start off today discussing the financial sector and what is going on underneath the hood of these markets. I was out over the weekend and actually talking to I had met a guy. He's a VP at a large bank, and he was VP for commercial lending. And so that is what I wanted to discuss today. Commercial lending forecast to rebound from historic lows. And so, as you can see in this article here, the total commercial and multifamily borrowing and lending can only go up this year, following a record low in 2023. The experts here are saying that loans will rise to 576 billion in 2024, a 29% increase over 2023. And that is a lot of what is driving these markets higher. Of course, that means more debt and never ends well. But we still have about another year or two where we can expect large returns in a lot of different sectors. And one of those is gold. This is the gold stocks GDX sitting at 36.98. So gold is moving higher. I've been talking about the gold price since these stocks were down here at around $30. So have made some great gains on those, up 25% in just about a month on some of those trades. And silver has been lagging behind, but has really started to rally recently. And the silver miners are also doing well. These could go a lot higher. Uh, I believe that you'll see gold probably go up to around that $3,000 an ounce within the next couple of years. Silver has a lot of room to run as well. So this is the silver miners, ticker symbol SIL. Um, so you can get more exposure to the silver price. This is a higher beta play, um, and can offer some great returns. But what I really wanted to discuss today is Bitcoin, because it looks like Bitcoin is wanting to move higher and break out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. If we take the distance from the head to the neckline and move that up here, that gives us a price target of over $75,000. So when could that happen? Well, you can see here the daily RSI is now starting to turn up. On the weekly, we have the sarcastic RSI golden cross, which is just starting to turn up, and that is a good sign for Bitcoin. As you can see here, every time we have this bottoming and then upwards turn is when we get these big runs, and it looks like we could be getting ready to put in some of those God candles and possibly go up to around 80 to 90 or even $100,000 very soon. I think this will probably take a couple of months. We may see a new high and then a pullback to retest and confirm that is now our new support before we move higher. That's a possibility. Um, and really, the last time we saw this earlier this year briefly, and then back in September last year, right before Bitcoin rallied through the end of last year and into the start of 2024. If we just go back to the daily, one other thing I wanted to show you why I think Bitcoin could possibly break these all-time highs this week, and that is because we have a full moon this week on Thursday. Every time we get these full moons, uh, well, most every time, I should say, probably 90 plus percent of the time in a bull cycle, whenever these full moons come out, then we see Bitcoin's price move higher. We also have momentum to the upside and a holiday weekend, which typically means the stock market goes up, asset prices go up, everyone's excited for the holiday, people are out spending money, and you have light trading volume. So that is why I think we could see Bitcoin possibly go up and break all-time highs later this week. And this is here the holiday effect, and it just discusses why markets generally go higher during the holidays. So markets often move higher on holidays due to the holiday effect, which refers to increased trading activity and larger returns on the day before a holiday or long weekend. This includes several factors: optimism, as I said. Short sellers may close out any risky positions, and of course, the increased spending and lower trading volume. So if you want to get exposure to Bitcoin, there's a couple of ways of doing that outside of actually setting up an account on an exchange or opening a wallet. And the ways that you can do that is by buying some of these Bitcoin ETFs. There's several of them out there now, of course. There is a futures ETF, but this here is MSTR. This is MicroStrategy. Anyone familiar with Bitcoin will know MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor. For those of you who don't, I suggest you go Google his company. And this is basically a leveraged fund. So he borrows money at extremely low interest rates, 5 to 7 years out. Why? Because he knows that Bitcoin's price is going higher. He then uses that capital to purchase more Bitcoin, and he is one of the largest holders of Bitcoin. And so far this year, this has doubled Bitcoin's um, price movements. So obviously that works to the downside as well. And so whenever Bitcoin does go down, this goes down further. I was buying this here last week down here around just below $1,200 and up over 35% already on this in just a couple of days. So this was a great entry down here. We had this inverse head and shoulders, and it's starting to break out. This is kind of leading Bitcoin a little bit. Of course, it was a bit oversold due to some uh, a short squeeze placed on this fund by the markets. Um, but yeah, this is one way of doing that. You could also go over to get one of the new spot Bitcoin ETFs through BlackRock or Fidelity. Those are options as well. If you're interested, you can also do that over on Robinhood right now. Robinhood is uh, giving you a 1% bonus and no cap when you transfer an outside brokerage account to Robinhood. They also offer 8 times the national savings rate and allow you to begin building your portfolio with just as little as $1. And so they allow you to invest in stocks, options, ETFs, gold, crypto at your own pace, commission free. If you are interested, there is a link down below. What's nice about Robinhood is they allow you to buy fractional shares of stocks and ETFs and Bitcoin and gold. And so if you want to buy something like MicroStrategy that's setting around 1600 or 1500 right now, rather, you could do so with as little as $1. You can buy fractional shares that allows you to gain exposure to these assets. Again, there is a link down in the description below, and I do appreciate it. So let's move on to the altcoins because it looks like altcoin season is really about to get started. Solana is really looking hot, sitting at 177 this morning. Also had this inverse head and shoulders pattern. It looks like it wants to go up and retest these all-time highs here very soon. Would I buy Solana here? You could probably wait for a pullback and a retest around this 160. I think that would be a great entry if it does go back down there. And of course, if there is a bigger pullback, this trend line here will act as support, but I don't think we are going back there, giving the momentum in these markets that is just starting to turn around and head higher. We also have Chainlink. Chainlink is starting to look bullish and very strong. Chainlink is one of those altcoins that actually provides real utility and allows several of these different blockchains to communicate and uh, share information with each other. That's why I like Chainlink. It's sitting at $16.46. Um, I was talking about this possibly breaking out of this downward sloping trend line. Once that did, it went straight up to the other side there in just a matter of a couple of days. I could see Chainlink going much higher. If we zoom out here on the chart, um, we can see this box here, which is currently probably acting as resistance. If we can get to that level, well, we could see Chainlink moving up to $22 a coin. And if you just zoom out here and see what's happening on the bigger time frame, well, you can see there's a lot of room to run just to get back up to the previous all-time high at around $52. I could see Chainlink going to like something around maybe around $100 possibly this crypto cycle. So we still have several upside targets that we are looking at on Chainlink. Ethereum is typically what people consider the next best place with the least risk behind Bitcoin, but this year it has lagged behind a little bit. And I think a lot of that's due to the ETFs. There's an ETF um, date this week where they're going to tell us if they decide to approve or reject the Ethereum spot ETF. And I think most likely you probably will see a rejection. That probably will cause the price to come down just a little bit, but there's another pending date in September, and BlackRock and a lot of these large financial institutions are uh, up for approval then. So we could see Ethereum really take off later this year. If Bitcoin goes and breaks all-time highs, I definitely think you will see Ethereum go up. I feel like it's a bit undervalued. It's just been lagging behind here, but we've stayed within this range pretty much and found support right around that $3,000 level. So I believe you could see Ethereum go up and easily go to 3,500 or 3,600 here in the next couple of weeks. And like I said, if Bitcoin really starts to take off, you will probably see Ethereum go back up and retest those highs around $4,000. We also have AVAX, ticker symbol AVAX, sitting at $36. I would consider this to be a good entry point. I think AVAX is going to do really good, especially when gaming takes off. The gaming narrative hasn't really run yet, and I think that is probably about to happen because it is nearly summer and kids will be out of school. So, you know what kids like to do? They like to play video games. And so I could see AVAX doing really well. They have a lot of stuff they're working on, including some gaming stuff, but they also have a lot of other things they do as well. And so I think there is a lot of positives for AVAX. It seems like it's probably one of the stronger layer ones that is out there behind Solana and maybe Chainlink. Some of the other ones like Cardano and XRP and Matic just really haven't done much yet. And so I think AVAX would probably be number 4 on my list of uh, altcoins with the least amount of risk and have good upside potential. We also have another coin related to gaming, Gala Games. I know I was watching a video over the weekend. A lot of these guys that are more into the gaming sector in crypto, there's a few other coins they really like, uh, but they also thought that Gala would do really well. Gala sitting at 0.043 cents today. I think anywhere in this zone is a good entry point. I was buying it back here in November, back here when it started breaking out of this resistance down here. But yeah, there's a lot of room for these coins to run, and this is one of those that I could see that could do like a 10x just to get back to its all-time highs. It has really been beaten down. If we just zoom out here and take a look at this thing has really come down. It just keeps going. Oh, yeah. So you can see here back in 2021. This thing was way up here. And so this has a lot of room to run. Of course, higher risk, but also higher reward. And we have GRT, the graph setting at 31 cents this morning. It looks like, I'm just realizing this here, this same inverse head and shoulders pattern that we've seen on a lot of these coins, it looks like it's trying to break out. So if it breaks out of here, it could easily go up and go back into this zone of around 35 to 43 cents. I could see that happening. I mentioned this a couple days ago when it broke this down sloping trend line. It came back here and retested it, and I added to my positions here a couple of times over the last couple of days. So this looks like it definitely wants to move higher as well. The next stop for GRT is 60 to 75 cents. That would be my next take profit zone if I was going to try and trade this. I'm more of a swing trader, so I just try to get my spot positions early and have been building to or adding to them, building them up. And so my plan is to pretty much hold most of these throughout this cycle and then sell somewhere near the top, hopefully. Um, I may do a little trading along the way, but that is my strategy because I am more of a long-term investor and swing trader rather than a day trader. Um, and if you're interested in getting exposure to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink, Avalanche, GRT, or Gala, as well as many other cryptos, you can do so over on iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital allows you to buy and sell crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 in a tax-free Advantage IRA. And whenever you are making gains in these markets, you will be taxed if you're using a normal brokerage. So this is a great way to um, avoid those capital gains tax with a low cost and no monthly fee. Plus, you can transfer a portion or all of your IRA over to iTrust, and they have over 4,500 plus 5-star reviews on Google. I use iTrust. I transferred a portion of my IRA over to iTrust, and they were very helpful and friendly in setting that up. They actually have people that you can talk to. So that was really nice. If you are interested, there is a link down below. All right, guys. Also, you can follow me over on X or Twitter at Mind of Financier. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can follow me there on my socials, and I post over here on X anything I see to do have to do with the stock markets and commodities and crypto. I come from traditional investing, and so anything I see in the markets, I will be posting over here. That's the best way to see what I am looking at quicker if you don't have time to watch these videos or you just want the information real time. All right, guys. Happy Monday to you all. Drop a comment below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to take a look at or anything you have questions on, and I will review those. And I hope you all have a great week. It's almost Memorial Day, so definitely getting excited about the holiday and going and spending some time with the family. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a great day. Until next time, take care and be legendary, and peace out.